and you don't sin, you don't need the law.
No, you need the faith though. You need the faith. You need the faith.
I mean, 2 Peter 3, verse 1. The second episode, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds.
Stir up your pure mind.
That's right.
And how do we get a pure mind?
By way of remembrance.
And what are we remembering?
The Lord.
The Bible says, whatsoever things were written aforetime
That's right.
was written for our learning.
So what's going on right now, all we have to do is, that's why you have to stay in the Word, because what happens is like, it brings back, because you have to remember, we used to be in a past life, right? We used to be prophet, we used to be Israelite.
That's right.
We're the only, that's the only captivity where we don't know who we are. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But before that, we knew who we were.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So now all we have to do is through the Spirit bring back that remembrance by being in the law. It's a natural thing for us to be keepers of the law.
That's right.
It's just that captivity with the snares that are placed up before us. It's very difficult for us to actually be walking, because you're born in captivity and you do what, like I say, do in Rome, you do what the Romans do. 2 Peter 3. Yeah, in captivity, let's say in Rome, you do what the Romans do. So you, if you're born in Rome, that's what they say, isn't it? So when you're born, you have that mentality, but actually you're an Hebrew Israelite, man.
That's right.
You got the law in you, although it's not like, it won't be like in the kingdom, but nevertheless, you have it in your spirit, right?
That's gonna be the new covenant.
Yeah, but you have it in your spirit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
like us, that's the reason why, even though our people in West Africa, like they don't know the Hebrew Israelite, but for some, they will do circumcision, or they will do like the first fruit feast every September.
Yes.
Where does it come from?
Yeah.
It's in my spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Romans chapter 2 verse 14, for when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law,
Why are we doing it by nature? Because it was in us originally.
That DNA.
Like the brother said, well, we've been in Rome, we decided to do as the Romans.
That's right.
So now we're coming back to who we are, that pure mind. Yeah, doing things by now we're learning, studying.
Thinking on our ways.
Yeah, so we're not doing it like just off the top of the head now. We're doing it with understanding.
things contained in the law, these having not the law, are a law unto themselves, which show the works of the law written in their hearts.
That's right.
Their consequence also bear witness.
The conscience also bear
The
witness.
conscience.
So yeah.
And their thoughts, the meaning, while accusing or else accusing one another.
Right, yeah, so we do these things, some of the things that we do it naturally because it's just innately in us. Yeah, that's how he programmed us, but due to sin now and us being wicked, yeah, like this is why we do the things that we do. So we're coming back to that pure mind like the brother just read. We're trying to cleanse ourselves, and we have to do this continually. It's a daily thing.
And on a deeper level, yeah, what you say on a deeper level, that's why they have to put these snares. They have to make us, once they take over, they have to make us eat swine. They have to make the 7 brothers eat swine. They want to create a reverse psychology in us. That's what they're doing. But they know we are the keepers of the law. So that when you grow up in this country, they want through school and the education system, they want you to go
That's
left.
programming,
man.
So I just want to precept what the brother just said. Basically, it's in Psalms 83. I'd read from verse 2 to verse 4. Right, so in Psalms 83 verse 2 it says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And that's why they're doing what they do. It says they that hate you. Not because they love us why they're doing what they do. It's the hatred they have for us and our people. Why? He is our power. Yeah, I am the Lord, your God, and none else. Like, imagine, there's only one God, and he said, you know, I only love you guys. Of course others are going to be pissed, but the fact of the matter is, if we was in our right state of mind, everybody else would be happy. Yeah, but because we're not in our right state of mind, those that's ruling now turn the world out of course, so everybody's upset and pissed.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Against us. So now we're programmed and reprogram us to go contrary to our nature.
And consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Now this is the point that the brothers was trying to bring up. And this is why in this captivity, this last captivity, we forgot everything.
You know what? Even
This is the reason why.
it's under Esau's captivity.
That's what I said. I said
That's right.
in this captivity,
And we still-
No, but what I mean, like, the Greeks
The
did
Greeks
the
and
same
the
shit.
Romans, yes, because
Between
we're still
that,
under that.
we had the Arabs then. Fair enough, we're lost who we were then, but even under the Arabs, whatever we had then,
Yeah, we had knowledge.
And then these people come and rewrite everything again.
Because that's where Muhammad learned a lot of the Israelite customs
Yes,
away.
and then we lose that again under these people. That's what they do.
But they have to do it, man, and that's the most High we did as well. That's the Jeremiah 17 and 4. So the most High, he wanted us to forget about. That's why. Why do you think that they told the slaves not to read the Bible? Come on, the most High put that Bible.
That helps to show us. Oh God, you to forget everything. How are you going to be obedient and come back to what you were meant to do?
But then the thing is this: the most High, he say, "You're the two third come first." Yeah, not everybody will come to this, and that's how it is. But this is now the final round now. That's the final round now.
You see like when you're making a sword. There's you gotta go for the material. Yeah, once you get the material, there's gonna be reprobate that will come off. Yeah, and when the reprobate comes off, it's refining now. So now you're gonna have to go through that timing. Everything is not gonna just be a sword straight away. It's gotta go through that metamorphosis, that strain. When it goes through that tension and strain, it takes time. So it's got time to be out of the oven, time to go in the water, time to get hammered. So he said, look, he said in Joel chapter 2, he says that in that day I will pour my spirit out on my people. And that's when the spirit has come upon us now. So, yeah, the refining.
Also, like the brothers chatting about sword, I'm trying to make some of these samurai swords. They beat this thing thousands of times, you know.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
so that's very
Yeah.
If you talk about, I'll talk about it because that sword thing, that's a very good analogy. If you compare it to this truth, man, the most High is turning it into a sword, into a weapon, right? Now,
That's that refining process.
boy,
That don't happen overnight.
people want to be elect, they don't understand,
How
man.
they make one of them samurai swords? They beat this shit like hundreds of times, like folding metal and yeah.
And then I was telling you about a precept of Job. I always told you, I say, there was a precept where he's talking about that where, you know, like you say, when they take the sword, the metal is being worked out to make it a certain way. That's why in this truth, you'll be, me personally, I've been in the truth for a long time, but every time I'm comfortable with something is happening. And I'm thinking, why? But now I understand. Because the most I want to make me do something, and he beat it up, pop, 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 pop. When he put it in the water, that's the cooling time. Then I'm thinking I'm good. As soon as I think I'm good, take it out and put it in the fire again. You see? That will make me walk. That will make me, maybe, that will make me into what they want me to be.
Well, it's a molding process.
Molding process.
Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
That's that molding
That's the
process.
1/3.
Yeah, that's how you get molded. Going through the fire, see, getting rid of the dross, all the impurities. Yeah, bring it back. That's perfect. That pure mind. Yeah, getting rid of all the crap that we learned. Because at the end of the day, most I have to reformat our mindset. You know when people say brainwash?
Brainwash, yeah.
Yeah,
We have to be brainwashed.
Yeah, we're brainwashed with foolishness. Now it's brainwashing us with the truth.
That's what indoctrinated me.
And will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
And how's it tried? Through fire. Yeah, through trials and tribulation. That's our fire. And then, you know, you're going to stand at that final test, that final fire. The way we're going to stand that fire is escape through them chariots. Yeah, but this is the refining process that we go through now.
Even to get to the chariot, because the Most High is going to have to change us. You can't get to the chariot like that. You can't go like that. You can't get your fleshly, your carnal vibration cannot enter that. So when the Most High refining us, He want to get straight to the point where it will be easy for Him to do that changing process, man. That's on the scientific level. Yeah.
That's why we rehearse the righteous act.
That's right.
I've got that thing you just mentioned. About being changed.
What is the joke? Finish that one.
Yeah. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai is my power.
Ain't that riches? That is riches for the Most High to say, you know what? That's mine, man. Yeah, that's richness. Because He's not saying that about none of these other nations. And then amongst our own people is whittling that down to the elect. Yeah, so you want Him to say that in that day, well done, my good and faithful servant. That's riches.
Yeah. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 50. Now this day, now this I say, Slakia, brethren, Akia, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of power, neither doeth corruption inherit incorrupt.
And that's what the Most High is doing. When He's refining us, He's getting rid of the corruption that's in us. No? Yeah.
51.
The Shalach Rayam.
All Shalak Rayam for real, man.
Yeah, that's what He's getting rid of. No, but in us, we've got that Shalach Rayam in us. So He has to get that crap out of us. You know what I'm saying?
Because Rayam is like evil, man.
Yeah,
Got evil in us, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And every now and then, something happens to you, and then he will show you, see, you've got left it, you get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not bad. That's why you have to be humble. But if you're not humble, every time you're trying to belittle you so you can raise up, you feel like, nah, man, I'm not taking this.
No other riches that is giving us grace.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to put that back next week.
No, we're going to talk about it next week. But I'm saying, like, we're talking about riches.
I'm just saying to the people that...
That in itself, another richness, faith. Now look at all these people walking up and down. None of them ain't been blessed with it. Faith is a gift. Grace is a gift. So if it's not, like, if someone gives you a gift, like, you accept it pleasingly, willingly. Let's say don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
That's right. That's
Yeah?
right.
So this is all riches that the Most High has given us. To be able to have faith, to have gift, to have eyes that can see, ears that can hear. Yeah, a mind that's willing to do right, because a lot of our people don't want to do right, full stop.
But you know why? Because like I said last time, people say, oh, you are rebels. No, yeah, they are rebels, but because that is the snare that was put before them, they didn't see it and they fell into it. And you have to be happy when you say the eye that you have those spiritual eyes that allow you to not fall in certain traps made in this society. Because sin is sweet, you know. For the most part.
My grand said that from time, man. She said sin is sweet, otherwise we wouldn't continue to be doing wickedness.
I think it's sweet, man. It might give you a little bitterness, like a little, belly ache from time to
Pleasure
time.
for a season. That's what sin is. Pleasure for a season.
Pleasure for a season, you know?
Yeah. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound.
That's richness as well, like being changed, like
Being immortal.
Yeah, it talks about when you read Revelation 21 and 4, I believe, like no more sickness, no more pain. That's even more riches.
That's the immortality that Adam had.
Listen,
they had it before they fell into sin, and that's why we're getting back to that same
that's why it
state.
says in Genesis 2:25, they were naked and without shame.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting pissed off this sinuses. Like, trying to eat and both noses blocked.
stuff.
You know?
Even trying to sleep and both like.
I've got a brother who's always complaining about being ill and the pains and all of that. Another brother who's just pissed off with this life. Come on, man.
For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised.
That's why it says godliness with contentment is great gain. Like, forget all this crap in this world, man. This don't lead you to nowhere. Nowhere good. Where's it going us? Read and true, man.
For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible.
That's another blessing. It says the dead shall arise incorruptible.
And we shall be changed.
Yeah, out of this foolishness,
We
man.
shall be changed, man. So we
Yeah,
can't
that's
wait
riches.
that's the ultimate, like, you know, blessing, man. When the Most High change we become, because once you're changed, just feel like you're more open that time. And you know what I'm saying, other nation, there won't be immortal like us. So you sometimes you have to think about this thing when you go through pain.
No, you just said this, isn't it?
Think about it. Oh yeah.
Spirit made you say it.
Yeah, you won't account.
Verse 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruptible.
Don't say might put on incorruptible. It says it must. Yeah? It must.
And this mortal must put on immortality.
And to be honest, us rehearsing these righteous acts is a foreshadow to how we're hoping to
Well,
be.
it's getting us
Yeah.
there. Look, that's why you say rehearse.
Yeah.
What do you before the finale, before that finale, right? You rehearse, man, so you can be in better shape. Like Mike Jordan, what's his name? Iverson, he was like, it's like we're talking about practice, you know? Like, because he practiced, when you practice good, right? The more you practice, it's easy when you actually when the game starts. So that's why we have to take it seriously, man. Practicing it, so that when the time comes, we'll be ready, man.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 19.
Yeah.
Bless that.
That's right.
Bless that, my brother.
What do you want to listen to? I love that. Yeah, you get it on script. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not even good. Second half. Different, before, yeah. I remember I used to, when I walked in the street, and I smelled like, I get inhaled.
Yeah, verse 54. So when the corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that it is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
So death is swallowed up in victory. Yeah? More riches when you don't die. It says this is precept for the Bible that you want. It says Sirach 9 and 19. It says the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
So that's the incorruption coming off. When you come to the knowledge of this truth, man, you come to the knowledge of that the truth is the conclusion of the matter. You know what I mean? And that is how the immortality will arise upon you.
Right. You hate corruption anyway, isn't it? It's like if you hate corruption, man. Are we on the same thing here?
We have a move. Yeah, so this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. And it reads, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things to be steadfast and unmovable for. Everything that's come out today is the reason why we should have a firm mindset in this truth.
Always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Yeah, always abounding in the work of the Lord. So that's one of the reasons why we come out and do what we do. Yeah, to try and make our election sure, but also to try and edify our people, wake up our people. A lot of our people don't know that they've got flipping riches waiting for them. Yeah, they're there wondering about the riches of this world.
Let me read that one first.
They're wondering about riches of this world, not realizing that you got actual, like, permanent riches, stuff that can't can't be, like no man can come and teach this from you. Only you can make yourself lose this.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I read that one so you can break it down? You can break it down, yeah? I'll read it down. Matthew 9:37. Then said he unto the disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few.
So this is why another reason why we have to be steadfast in this work, because there's only a few laborers. Yeah, it says the laborers are few and the harvest is plentiful.
Look at the harvest.
Yeah, there's bare people out here, but the laborers are few.
Yeah, and the last one. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers
That's what he's doing.
into his
He
harvest.
sent us forward. So we have to be steadfast in this truth.
And we have people as well, and the brothers that are out there, they don't understand this thing, man. They're watching it, but they don't have the confidence yet. And that's why we here every Saturday to let you know that you can actually come out and do this, man. This is the harvest getting ready to be manifested. Come and get yours, man.
Right.
Like you know when chick in the wood, as you say, in the ghetto or whatever, right? In the AIDS or whatever, there's a little like way of making money. Everybody trying to get on it to make the money.
Get on this, man.
Get on this is the new thing now, man. That's it.
But to do it, when you get on it, you have to be unmovable and steadfast.
Yeah, so this is a precept to what Abadiah was saying in regards to the tree of life. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, and I'll start at verse 2 to 3.
Bring it up.
In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruit.
This is in the kingdom. We're going to be bearing those fruits. That's the 12 tribes.
And yielded her fruit every month.
But what did it say in Isaiah 61 and 3? We're going to be called trees of righteousness.
And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nation.
Yeah, we're going to be teaching these nations the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's why they're going to be saying, come, let us go up to the house of the Lord and learn his ways. Yeah, we're going to be healing these nations in that day.
People will read read that verse and say that you have to be a vegan.
Or bun weed.
I need to go 2 more verses. So verse 3, and there shall be no more curse,
That's right.
but the throne of God Yahweh and of the Lamb Yahweh shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. Now this is an important precept to what we were talking about earlier. Verse 4, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads.
Right.
So that refers to the people, the prophets, the ones that are constantly seeking the word and diligently reading the precepts and trying to apply the Lord's statutes.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 58. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, the mark in their forehead is obviously when it was told not hurt not the winds or the earth until the 144,000 be sealed. So that the mark that was sealed upon them is to the ones that will receive the crown.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
And the labor that we're doing, like it's Halloween today, I've been seeing people walking up and down with all kind of flipping duppy face painting and all that. That's not the work that we should be doing. Every year we're doing this madness, Christmas, Easter, Halloween. That's not the work we should be abounding in. Yeah? This is like seeking out the book of the Lord. That's the work we should be abounding in.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 16 and verse 13 to 16. 13 to 15. And he's got 13 and 15. Oh, okay. Alright, 13 and 15. And it reads, Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong.
It says, quit you like men, be strong.
Jump to 15 or verse 14. Let all your things be done with charity. Verse 15. I beseech ye, brethren, ye know the house of Stephanus, that is the first fruits of Achaia, and that they have addicted themselves in the ministry of the saints.
And this is what we have to addict ourselves to, doing this work. Like when we're in the world, we're steadfast, we're just unmovable in doing all kind of wickedness. If he's selling drugs, if he's looking after women. So when it comes to this truth now, you have to be steadfast and have that same kind of mindset to do this work. Yeah, wise to do evil, but when it comes to doing good, we ain't got no knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 3.
You say that chapter, you say Timothy?
2 Timothy is like in the New
My name is
Testament.
called Timothy.
That's the spirit. You know? Now we beseech you, brethren, that's you, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Yahushua Mashiach, they say Jesus Christ, but his real name is Yahushua.
I know that.
Right? And the Mashiach is the Messiah in Hebrew, ancient Hebrew, right? And by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit.
That goes back to what the brother was reading in 1 Corinthians 15:58, which says, be steadfast and unmovable. Like, if you're not even rooted in the word, that's how you get, you know, brothers come in today, tomorrow they're out. Because instead of putting everything you got into studying these scriptures and applying, you're in a bit of this, you're in a bit of that. You have to be firm in this before you start going into other things.
Because they'll confound you, man. If you don't study to show yourself approved.
That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Mashiach is at hand. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
And that's what happened to us. We fell away. So now we're trying to come back to this truth. We have to do it right way. We have to do it the right way, and we have to be diligent. You have to put everything into this.
Look. That's what I'm saying. You know what? I made a mistake. You know, I was reading Thessalonians, this 2 Thessalonians the whole time.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Well, let me read that one.
2 Timothy 3 and 14.
3 and 2 or
3 and 14.
Right. Huh? 3 and 14. 2 Timothy 3 and 14. Tilakia, man. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of.
Yes, it says be unmovable and steadfast. Continue in those things which we have learned. Like, that's not like how to run after girl, how to sell drugs, how to live this.
We think that that's right, and that's wrong.
But that's what this society pushes. That's what it pushes, so that it keeps us in this state. But when we come back to this word now, it says be steadfast. Read that again? Steadfast.
No, go verse up and then read it. Read from verse 13.
2 Timothy 3 and 13. For evil men and seducer shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
The part that deceiving is believing that what you're doing is right. No, because they're going to lead you astray.
Even the word believe is a lie anyway.
No, believe
is to keep the commandment on the real level.
And you need faith at the end of the day, because if you don't believe, you ain't going to have no faith.
That's right.
A lot of this is due to faith. But what builds your faith? When you start to go through the prophecies, like the way that I know that I'm an Israelite, when a brother was breaking down the prophecies, how we're going to slavery on ships, have yokes of iron around our necks. Like when I saw all of these being broken down, that built my faith. And I thought to myself, well, if I believe that, then I'll be a fool to disregard the rest of the stuff in the Bible. So So when you start to see these prophecies come to pass, that increases your faith. You know what I'm saying? There's always an element of faith in this truth, my brother. There will always be an element of faith, but when you start to apply the word, the Most High opens your eyes so that you can see what's happening. And these stuff build our faith. A lot of people in the world, they argue against faith. They make
they ain't even done the research themselves.
they'll say things like, oh, if you believe, they don't know. But that's the Most High blinding them. Yeah, that's the Most High blinding them. So there will always be an element of faith in this. It says without faith, it's hard to please the Most High. Because you have to believe that He's a...
You have to have faith, innit? You ain't got faith, you know?
That's it. That's right.
Okay, 2 Timothy 3 and 14.
My name's getting called out quite a lot, you know?
Yeah, bro. That means that you need to increase your faith and be unmovable in this word.
Why do you think I stopped? I
Apply it.
said, let me stop. I see brothers are doing
And that's a good thing.
a rightful thing, yeah. That's right. And you know what? I don't trust. You know what? I don't blame none of you that don't trust nobody. Because even the way you're looking like raw. I'm the same way as well.
We're not saying we don't trust you.
I'm not saying that you're like them. I'm
Just
saying
keeping
that
a watch for
this is how
long.
life is now. It's getting more and more
But you
like
know
that
what?
way.
The fact that
You
you're
can't
willing to
trust nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we in that time, we know, but at the same time,
You're not all kings though. Don't ever get it twisted. You're all kings.
we're prophets, man. We would say that, listen, it's about, it's that time where we don't trust no one, right? But we don't really think that way. We just know that the Most High guide us. The Most High, because we are guided. The reason why we hear us preaching, right? Looking like that, worrying that when people don't worry, because we have a certain spirit on us that is given to us by the Most High.
That's why I've stopped. You see me walk past.
Yeah, this is a spiritual thing.
When I came back, I got to stop. If I hear something was right, what's not wrong, I have to stop.
Yeah. Give me the difference.
My friend seems to.
I never leave it as well.
This was
Who gave you that?
Yeah, you can.
Let me just bring out this word for the brother. This is the book of Isaiah.
My friend he seems to talk too much. He doesn't listen. So I want him to be a bit more educated.
I want to take the that's why I give
You go speak as corner.
No, we don't go no speakers, brother. That's confusion.
It's a nonsense, then.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 20. And it says, woe unto...
I know what I'm going to do. I know everything that is
Yeah. 2 Timothy 3 and 14. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and